Hello everyone, this is Peter Isesele here. You're welcome to my channel. If today is your first time coming, you're very welcome. So today we are going to be talking about maximizing your youthful age. How can you best maximize your life as a youth, and what are some of the things you need to be doing? So I have a friend here. His name is Taiwo. He's a PhD student at the University of Alberta, the Department of Chemistry. He is such a great man. I've known him for a while now. He has really, really motivated me, and I've learned a lot of things from him. So I thought it wise for him to also share some of the experiences he has shared with me that has really gotten me motivated. So over to you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you came from?
My name is, as you have rightly said, my name is Taiwo Kiedun, and I hail from Oyo Town, to be precise. I'm a citizen of Nigeria, and I'm happy to be born as a black man on earth.
That's
Yeah.
black, but not black in the mind.
No, from the dictionary.
Yes, okay, all right. So, growing up, what were some of the philosophy, when you started growing up, what are some of the philosophies you grew up with, but as time progressed, maybe as you started to learn, then your mindset begin to change. So what are some of those philosophy you learned very early, you felt like when you started growing, this weren't really right, or you need to change them?
Yeah, thank you. I was born into a family of eight, and myself and my twin brother, we are the last child and the only only male of the family.
Okay.
But I discovered that everyone that was born before me followed the same trend.
The same pattern.
So I was like, there's something wrong with this thing. There's something wrong with this kind of a living. Why will I just born? Then the society will divine the kind of person I will become in life.
Okay.
Why will I be born and they will say this is a kind of society you have to live? Why will I be born? They will tell me that you have to become a lecturer. Just because I perform very well in academic grade, that means the government have to pay me. So if the government is on a strike, they cannot pay me. I cannot feed my family.
Right.
And I felt, and I live in a place whereby most people don't even know that Oyo Town exists. They just believe that the capital of Oyo State really is the one called Oyo Town.
Right.
But there's a town called Oyo Town that is a very local place whereby some people even don't know that it existed on the map of my country.
Okay.
So I felt there was something wrong with my life, because everyone I found in my society followed the same pattern.
Okay.
And one of the things I learned early in my life is that learn from great and small, learn from rich and poor, but don't become them, become you.
Yes.
So I felt I not to become the person I was born to do,
Okay.
or I was born to become or not. I need to become, because I felt that many people have read many stories of great people. They said, I'm born in Bahamas, I was born in Lagos State, and I was known in world record. I felt like I checked the record. I want to see someone that was born from my town, that was known in the world. I said, let me become one in life.
Yes.
So I felt I must become one. So
Yes.
before I even left Nigeria for my graduate studies in Canada, I felt I'm going there. I want to blow the world. So when I was leaving, one of the things that was so powerful is the mind of a man. The Bible says that out of the abundance of the heart of a man, the mouth speaketh. I began to speak what is inside my heart, because I believe that if I can guard my heart safely, because that is the wellspring of life. If I can guard my heart safely with the words, I began to speak that word, because that is the powerful of the words. And Jesus told the disciples, he said, be very careful. What comes from inside of a man does not make him unclean. From outside into a man does not make him unclean. What actually makes a man to be unclean? It was come from inside. It means that what comes out of me is my own life. So I began to speak the word. I want to work in WHO. I want to do this, and people believe that. Are you going to achieve with academia? I said no. I want to blow the word up.
That's very true. So you mentioned something about the importance of the mind. Proverbs says, guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues or the wellspring of life. So we should be able to build up our mind in such that we wouldn't allow, because the mind, a lot of things, in a book called The Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer, they talk about the fact that the mind is where a lot of the things happen, but that if you can win in your mind, you have won in life.
Yes.
Okay, and coming from Nigeria to Canada, you have to know that it's about mindset, right? You have
Yes.
to change the way you think and all that, which is really very important. Okay, so one other question I also wanted to ask you was, how have you built capacity? You understand? How have you built what are some of the things you do personally to build capacity and to build worth?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm a person that loves books, and I'm an avid reader. Let me just say that. Some people just blame me that I'm reading too much, and I felt if I cannot manage my singlehood, then my adulthood is a catastrophe.
That's right.
If I cannot manage my youthful stage, that means I cannot live life worthy on earth.
That's right.
I read a book some time ago on the research. They did one research on youth between the age of 20 to 30 years old, and majorly that book was actually on African youthful stage. They said if at the age of 20 to 30 years old and you don't discover where you are, to make it in life, it will be very difficult. They said it will take another extra grace for you to make it in life.
Yes.
I felt that's a big problem. So if I'm at the early stage of my life, I cannot do that. So I felt, okay, what will I do that? The first thing I did was to change the mindset.
Okay.
I live in a culture whereby after finishing school, they want me to get job. I finished my undergraduate as a top student in my college, my faculty. And when I get back home, the first thing my parents told me that immediately you finish now, please get a job,
yes,
marry, give back to children. Your children will give back to children, and you die. And go back to the grave. I said, no, you are cursing me.
Yes.
I said, that's a curse, man.
Yep.
My mother said, it's a curse. Why would you be praying for a job for me? I said, yeah. So I wanted to change the level of the way people think about me. People don't divine me. I have to divine who I have to become. So the first thing I said, I look at people that are actually in the field I know that I was born to do. I look at mentors. And there are most problem people feel that I don't have the prices to pay for mentors. You don't need to pay the prices. The economy or the innovation of technology nowadays has made everything possible. I know that I cannot reach them by physical distance. What did I do? I got their books. Okay. I said, I want to there's a way you can tap into the mindset of your mentors.
You tap into that spirit.
I got all their books.
Yes.
I wrote their biographies, their study lifestyle. I got all their books and I read all their books at all. So I began to change the mindset, my perspective about my single. How can I make it in life? And it's not about the money concept. It's about the happiness I feel, about the joy that I've made in part of life.
So you don't want to be, you don't want to be money driven.
No, I'm not money driven. It's not my. If it is money driven, I will not be here.
Okay.
I won't be at all.
I relate very well with your story. Same thing happened to me. Finishing my undergrad and then finishing top of my faculty as well, and then I was expecting the university to do something for me.
They'll give you 10,000 as an award.
Do this, and then waiting for them to retain me. I'm not saying it is bad. It can be good, for you. But it wasn't forthcoming. And then that was actually when I started thinking. So I should begin to think beyond what those people can offer me.
Yeah.
And begin to see where will my gifts and my talent be appreciated and be put to use. So I have to begin to break forth from those mindsets and then begin to think differently from what everybody used to think, right? I used to thought I love reading, and I read a lot till I met this man and actually discovered that I am just actually learning, So that's why you need to associate yourself with people that are going in this same direction too, because they will push you. And what I discovered that if you're working on a purpose and then on the vision, and you see someone similar to that vision, there is a very big form of attraction, because you know that this person is a pair, it can help me along this journey. Would you want to share some of the great men that you've followed in the past, or you're still following now? Maybe some of their books that you've read. So let's just talk about some of the books you've read, some of those people you followed in the past, and you feel they are really great and they've really helped your mindset.
Yeah, thank you very much. I discussed with this on a few weeks ago with someone, and I said I didn't pray that the coronavirus should be over because it's a blessing to me. Yeah, it's not a cause, because over the past 60 days in the country we are in lockdown for 60 days, and each day I've been reading one book per day.
One book per day for 60 days.
So
that is 60 books in
60 days in 60 days. And one of the great people I respect a lot in my life is Dr. Miles Moron. Dr. Miles Moron said something one day. Said the reason why I read 4 books in a month is because he doesn't want to become a stupid.
Yes.
And I felt, what's the meaning of a stupid? And if you check the book of Proverbs chapter 12 verse 1, the Bible says in part B, said, anyone that is not ready for correction. Yeah. I felt the word stupid, a man can really be stupid and he doesn't know that he's stupid.
That's right.
If you think that you can shape your values by the culture you are living in, that means you are a stupid man.
Yep.
You don't need correction. So I felt this is the man I really need to follow. Okay. And one of the people I follow most is John Maxwell. Maybe because I was called into leadership.
Yes.
I felt if I really, I don't read all books.
Yes. I'm very selective.
Every book is not for me.
That's right.
So I felt I need to develop. I need to maximize where I am. John Maxwell said something in one of his books, one of the books he wrote in a chapter. He used the chapter as the law of buying. He said, the only thing he has done in his life is to maximize his gifting.
Yes.
The only thing is he brings those people that he saw that he has weaknesses in. Amen. And he brought those 2 people together. And he's ready to go. So that's the way I do it. I maximize. I know that I was born for this. And I know what I'm pursuing in life.
When I started following Miles Moreau some years ago, and this man has, Les Miles Moreau here, some of his books, they are still speaking.
Yeah.
I still listen to his talk almost every day, and one of the book I read, the power and principles of vision. I know you also read that book as well.
I read his books, all his books,
all of his books. Waiting and dating. Understanding the power and purpose of marriage, of love and marriage, understanding the power and purpose of men,
all the books of
potentials, understanding your potentials, releasing your potentials, maximizing your potential, passing it on, becoming a leader.
Oh God.
Those books are powerful. I was really glad and excited when I met him, and when he said he used to read a lot of books by Miles Moreau. A lot of the things I learned today, regarding leadership or marriage or relationship, or living a life of impact and understanding your gift and purpose, I actually learned a lot from Miles Moreau as well. And with leadership, I learned a lot from John Maxwell, the irrefutable laws of leadership, and then a lot of other books like that John Maxwell wrote. They're really really powerful books. So who are some other people that or what are some of the books you can really remember now that you can say these were the best books you've read in your life?
One of the books on leadership, I'm sorry for talking because I was born to think on leadership way. And one of the things that challenged me most in my life from the early stage is that I have a quote, and the quote is that you can be academically educated but become the biggest fraud.
Yeah.
And I follow Dr. Mike Murdoch as well.
Yes.
Because I want to be a wisdoming man.
Oh my man.
I want to be a man that has wisdom. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't follow all men.
Yes.
Then one of the books I wrote is Simon Sinek.
Yep.
The man is a great man.
Yep.
He's a spark in the industry. I really love him, and I know that I will meet him one day.
Yes,
I say you inspired me.
Definitely.
The reason why my why is this.
So we are going places, okay?
Like
we're starting very small, but we are very confident that we are going to go to places. He mentioned Mike Murdoch as well. I read one book by Mike Murdoch called The Assignment.
Oh God, that book is a book.
Oh man, when I read that book, everything about my mindset changed, and I started listening to him a lot. And he mentioned something. He said, your gifting, or the things that you resent, the things you feel you hate, is a pointer to the
problem you have been called to solve.
You understand? Yeah. So if you see someone that maybe you see people that are, maybe you don't like the way people approach relationship, it pains you to see people approaching relationship the wrong way, it means you are called to actually, might be called to actually address that area. For example, if you see that having bad leadership and all that, it pisses you off, it can be a pointer to what you were called to do. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap up now. So what do you have to say to people that don't really feel the need to read books? Maybe they've graduated, or they feel they don't necessarily have to read books. So what do you have to say on that?
If you want to, I would say that if you want to kill a man, hide him from his history.
Okay.
If you want to enslave a man from generation to generation, tell him never to speak of, but tell him to lead his own life the way you live it. John Cotter says something. Many people on earth accept their lives, they don't lead their lives.
Oh, that's very true.
And one of the big problems we have, majorly maybe because I'm having a black skin, I'm not having a black mindset, is that they have hidden our history from us. And one of the biggest problem of African is that an average African person doesn't read.
That's very true.
If you go to the Western culture, a normal man, a man of the family is not educated, whether he has gone to school or not, you will see his library is reading.
Very true.
Because they understand the perception where he gets books from. And I mean, want to sound religious, but that's just it. Why did God himself make sure that Moses was actually, he grew from Egypt? Because the first university was from Egypt.
Yes.
And he knew that in times to come, there will be a time whereby the scrolls the commandment will be written in scrolls. So he needed a man that is educated, that is not a fool, to go into the institution, to learn, because during that time, it is only the princes and people of high caliber that learn from teachers and the scribes. So he needed someone to learn. So the planning of God himself has made sure that every man be in a condition to learn from those things. Okay. So he made sure that Moses was there. So when the time comes to write the commandment, a man was educated. So I feel that God himself knows that the Bible says, oh, sorry, I may sound religious, but I cannot take that from you, because that is my life.
No matter what, our spirituality, every principle we learn, it has to be from the Bible. We don't hide it.
Definitely.
Okay, because that is our manual for living.
Definitely.
So every of our leadership quality, everything, if you read Paul's letter, Paul always talk about, when you're coming, bring my parchments.
That's a big word. Yeah.
So he was a man of books. He was a man that studied. He was a man that read.
Yes.
He said, he was talking to Timothy, he said, till I come, give attendance to reading.
Yeah.
To exhortation.
Yeah.
So it shows you the importance of reading. So it's very important as young people. This is the time we have to begin to read books. We have to begin to study. We have to, everything you need to learn on leadership, on spirituality, on the Holy Spirit, on faith, on biblical principles for prosperity, on the family is really important.
Let me still say this. The Bible says that everything that has been written is for your learning.
Yes.
And the Bible says that I have placed before you blessing and curse.
Yep.
He said choose one. But I advise you to choose life. So when you read books, they are not telling you to do what they are asking you to do.
That's very true.
They are just telling you to shaping your values. So it is not left for you further to take it or not. So if an African man is saying that they are just lying in those books, I feel like they are not lying. They are telling you this is the way I think. Yep. But in my own perspective, you can shaping the values of your think. I think life will go on better for you.
That's right.
That's just it.
That's right. So you see, it's very important, we begin to spend, don't give us, I was just talking to him before I started this video that, people say that they are very busy and then that's why they don't have time to read books. He's a PhD student and he's able to read one book per day, and I'm still struggling to finish one book in 1 week. So I'm trying to scale up, my level of reading. So you can do it. Okay, you can do it. So just know why you are doing what you're doing. If you know if your why is very strong, then you begin to spend a lot of time, reading books, investing in knowledge. If you don't invest in knowledge, then a time is going to come where what you know becomes outdated. It can no longer be, especially, David Oyedepo says something that, what you were taught in school is fine, but it was what was as obtainable then. You need current knowledge to thrive in the current society. So banking on what you just knew in school, it can help you in your job. But for example, as an engineer, before you know it, maybe you become a manager. No one taught you how to become a manager or how to become a leader as an engineer. That is something you have to learn yourself. So we are going to stop the video for today. So once again, thank you everyone for coming. We really hope you learned something on how best you can maximize your singlehood or your youthful age. It's a time to invest in knowledge. It's a time to bring out the very best in you, so that if you can shape your life now and have like a 1-year plan, 2-year plan, or 5-year plan, all that, you will know that by the time you're 40 or whatever, you are already working in your purpose. You are not trying to find out what you want to do at the age of 30 or 35. Okay, all right. Thank you everyone for watching this video. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, just do where to click on the subscribe button so you can get notifications of when new videos are released, and also share with your friends and tell them, oh, you know, the importance of maximizing your youthful age. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in our
What's the
next
platform
video.
for the YouTube?
So it's just Peter Isesele. That's the name. It's just I'm using it's my trademark. Okay, so it's Peter Isesele for now. So very soon there's a further bigger platform coming, but for now it's just Peter Isesele.
Yeah, I remember what one man said one time.
Yes,
a great man I respect. He said, "You know every trademark on market. When are you going to become a trademark?"
You know, people wear I'm wearing Gucci. You know, I'm wearing Louis Vuitton. You know, where is someone going to see? Maybe I have a cloth and say, oh, I'm wearing Peter Isesele. You know, that kind of thing. Maybe you should begin to build your trademark. That's why you need to invest in knowledge. So thank you everyone, and
Thank you very much.
we'll see you in our next video.
Thanks.